Wednesday review is going to be over this Yamaha TRICITY 125 YM Jet FI. That means fuel injected. That means the fuel injector has two openings in it instead of one for better gas mileage and better fuel consumption. So we will start with the brakes. This here on the left is a brake. This here on the right is also a brake. Brake system is unified. That means the front has dual disc brakes with good operative feeling.
Which one?
When the left brake is pressed on the top, force is applied to the two front discs and the single rear disc, which produces a smoother stop and a smoother chassis behavior when you brake. Also, we'll talk about the Yamaha YM Jet fuel injected system. The fuel injector is a Yamaha exclusive fuel injection system designed with two intake routes that improves meaning that the fuel will be consumed at a lesser rate and the power flow will be smoother and there won't be any jerks or hesitation. The engine is 125cc liquid cooled and CVT. The liquid cooled 125cc engine with the Yamaha Jet FI fuel injection provides smooth acceleration It is especially designed constantly variable transmission, which causes a smooth running performance. That means that the transmission on this thing, you don't feel any shifting, because when you hit the accelerator, the belt on the transmission, it has a smooth upward and a smooth downward motion, which is also found in the 1950s Buick car. And now it's not only on this Yamaha, it was on a few other, well, it's getting to be on a lot of vehicles nowadays, but it's actually started out in the 1950s. And the TRICITY also has a 50-50 weight distribution. That means that right here in the center of the TRICITY, that is the weight distribution. 50% of weight in the back, 50% in the front. That means the weight is equal. So it's front-rear weight distribution using know-how gained from MotoGP competition. The center of gravity is set at the height for... Cancel that out. The center of gravity is set at the height for a fun and spirited ride. That's from Yamaha, but it is fun to ride. So having the 50... Okay, next we'll talk about the front, the two wheels in the front. The Yamaha TRICITY has two wheels in the front which run independently of each other. So you can lean to the left, lean to the right. These wheels actually lean, which I will demonstrate later. But it has a parallelogram link down under here. It's hard to see. The parallelogram link is linked in a way that both front wheels can lean together with the chassis when cornering for a natural handling feeling and a smoother ride. So even when you go, if you run up on a high area with this wheel, this one will stay on the ground. They will move up and down independently because of the parallelogram. So both wheels will not go up at the same time. They're separate from each other. And it also has the optimized body design. We will talk about the optimized body design. The fuel tank, which is under the seat, right here. The fuel tank is positioned close to the machine's center of gravity, so that changes in the amount of fuel in the tank have very little effect on the chassis center of gravity, which helps maintain normal handling ability. And also there is a very large storage area where you can put a helmet in there and a lot of other extra stuff with it because of they maximize the space. It also comes with a screwdriver. They say this is a toolbox under here, but one screwdriver does not mean it's a toolbox. Also, when you lock this out, you can press this button and hold it, and this opens and a light comes on. You can't see it now because it's daytime, but a light comes on so you can know where to put the key. And also when you're off of it, you can push and release and it beeps and the lights flash. That way you can find the YAMAHA. So you forget where you parked in a parking lot, push this and it'll keep beeping, and you can follow the beep and find the flashing lights, and then you know where your motorcycle is. Also, the YAMAHA TRICITY has a cantilevered telescopic suspension. The suspension in here, there's 2 rods on this side and 2 rods on this side. It has natural characteristics and good cushioning performance, contributes to the lightness, etc., felt during sporty riding. So because of the cantilevered telescopic suspension, it feels like it's a smooth ride. No matter what you go through, no matter what you're riding on, the ride is smoother. The Yamaha Tri-City engine performance, the displacement is 124.8 cc, which equals out to 125 cc. The maximum power of the engine is 11 horsepower. The fuel tank size is 6.6 liters. Valves per cylinder is 2, and it has 1 cylinder. Clutch type is centrifugal dry. Number of strokes 4. Valve configuration SO8C, which is very good. Lubrication system is wet pump. Drive type, it is belt driven. Engine type single cylinder 4-stroke 2-valve liquid cooled SO8C. Compression ratio is 10.9.1. Exhaust pipes single exhaust. Cooling system liquid cooled. Bore X stroke 52.4 millimeter by 57.9 millimeters. Maximum torque 10.4 Nm. RPM at maximum power is 9,000 RPM. RPM at maximum torque is 5,500 RPM. And the way the engine is set up, you get maximum speed and takeoff, and maximum speed when you're climbing a hill and want to overtake somebody. The motorcycle has a lot of torque, a lot of power, and also because of these 2 front wheels, it's more stable. You're less likely to get in a crash, and it also has an anti-lock braking system, a nice computer system. So this motorcycle is very safe, very well recommended, a really good ride, and very comfortable, and you don't have to worry about a lot of things on this motorcycle that you would have to on one like this 2-wheeled one. Now I will show you the independent suspension in the front. The independent suspension in the front, because if you look at the 2 front tires, the 2 front wheels, when you lean, one stays on the ground. One stays on the ground while the other one is leaning. And this also is great for when you're passing, going around curves, obstacles. Very smooth, very nice. So that concludes the windshield review of the Yamaha Tri-City. If you don't have one, you should think about getting one because it's a very safe ride, a very good motorcycle, and very powerful for a 125. So that you would think would not have so much power due to the size of the weight of this motorcycle. The total cost of this motorcycle varies in different places wherever you want to buy one, but the total cost that I've seen range anywhere between $150,000 to $165,000. That's been this week's review.
Pesos.
Thank you.
Pesos.
Yeah, 50,000 pesos to 165,000 pesos.
Because you're in Philippines.
Yeah, because I'm in the Philippines.
Okay.